Well guys, a flashlight review for you today. We are looking at the Fenix E12. Maximum output on this bad boy is 130 looms. Gives you about an hour on one AA battery. Mid, 50 looms, 3 hours 30 minutes. And the lowest setting, which is 8 looms, 22 hours, which is my favourite setting. 8 looms, 22 hours. It's a saver. We like that. We're not tight, just careful. And batteries could be a real hard come by in a shift or the power goes out scenario. Everyone will be running out to buy batteries. So having a torch that is very efficient on your cell power to brightness is exceptionally important, and the Fenix E12 just does boast all them features. I'll say 8 looms, 22 hours. 8 looms is actually plenty enough light around your house to do general tasks for power cuts and things like that. It's absolutely plenty of light. 50 looms is ideal. We'll have a look at the torch more in depth in a minute. 50 looms at 3 hours 30 minutes. That's going to be for the kind of the general hiker who does a lot of night hikes, out walking your dogs and general tasks like that. You got 3 hours 30 minutes with that, which is another stacking of time. 130 looms is about 1 hour, and 130 looms really is an amazing light to have out in the field. You kind of maybe if you're out camping and you're scanning around the woods, or you're out on a night camp and you get to your camp late, 130 looms for an hour on one AA battery is damn right good. It does come with the Fenix guarantee for 24 months. They will replace it if anything goes up. It does come with your destructions, or instructions should I say. It comes with a lanyard loop and spare O-rings, because this bad boy is IPX8. It is waterproof and it is impact resistant up to 1 metre, which in English terms I think is around 3 foot. Something like that maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got to be around that. The maximum run time 22 hours, like I said, on your 8 lumens. It's about 3.25 inches long. It's about 1/4 inch wide. There's nothing in it there. Comes with a tail tap switch is what they call these. This is a tail tap switch, and yes, you can stick it on the end and stick it upright. So if you're in your camp or in your tent, you can turn this on, giving you your little 8 lumens, there it is, and stick it up in your tent, giving you a bit of light, which is a great feature. I do like that, where you can put it upright and just give yourself a bit of candlelight if you wish or need it. That's your 8 lumens, which is plenty enough light. We are going to go out and field test this, so don't just quit the video just yet. We will be going out on a night hike tonight, and we're going to try the different settings on the torch and see what it's like. Give it a little tiny tap, gives you your 50 lumens, and you can see the brightness of that. And then 130 lumens, only an hour on that with an AA. I say only an hour, it's ridiculous. 130 lumens for an hour on one AA battery. Let's have a look at it. To take your battery in and out, it's as simple as that. There's no kind of tricks or whatever. It's not tactical looking. It's got no pocket clip with it. You don't really need it. You have got a lanyard there if you want it, or you could make one if you wanted a lanyard on it that desperately. I personally wouldn't. I have found that where your lanyard loop is on there, you've got these holes, and you could probably get it on your keys if you really wanted to. Not something I'd put on my keys. Something that I'd just slide in my pocket and have it as a general EDC torch. It has got circuitry protection on it, so if you accidentally put your battery in the wrong way, you're panicking, the lights have gone out and your battery's run out, or it's pitch black and you're trying to feel your way, it's got all that circuitry protection on it, so you won't muck up your flashlight by putting in the battery the wrong way. Pop your battery in, screw it up. That's it, you're ready to go. The Fenix E12 has a broad beam on it. It's not a tight packed beam, it's quite a broad beam, so it's designed for being used outdoors really, or around the house, short range, although it does boast an 88 metre beam on it. It's kind of short range usage. Let's have a look at the different things. And when you switch this torch on, you can hear it click. Tick, tick. It's nice, it's on. There's your 8 looms, that's plenty enough. 50 looms, 130 looms. When I turn the torch off and I turn it back on again, it always goes back to the 8 loom resetting. And some people's not going to like that. Some people will like it where it remembers the last setting. So if you had it on 130 looms, the next time you switch it on it would be 130 looms. Now I used to always like that in a torch, but I've got to say, since I've been using the Fenix E12, I actually prefer that it does reset back to the 8 loom setting, because for general tasks, if I was on 130 looms, I've done what I needed to do, I switched the torch off. Then I go to use my torch again because I want to find something in my pack. I switch it back on, it's 8 looms. The 130 looms will certainly muck up your night vision. I have tried this. Once you've done that, you've got your 8 looms back there, and then if you want a bit more light, you can quite easily just tap it, giving you more light. Turn it off, reset back to 8. Good feature, I think a great feature on an EDC torch, everyday carry torch. Very different if you were on kind of a light that you were going to mount onto a rifle or a gun or use it as a hunting light. You would want that to remember the brightest setting to get your maximum beam and range. Or maybe even on a tactical kind of, the tactical range torches that Fenix also do, is probably a good idea to have a momentary on, which this hasn't got. It's either on and it's off. It's an EDC flashlight, an everyday carry flashlight. Some people like the momentary on and off. I kind of, once I've hit it, I kind of like that it stays on, and then I can just click it to switch it off again. There are some other additional features you can get with this torch, and that I really liked. If you kind of order it from the Photon shop or the Fenix UK distributors over here in the UK, they will actually can do engraving for you, and you can see that I've had my YouTube name put on there, which is fantastic, and it's only an extra couple of quid to have that done. So you can kind of personalise your EDC, or if you're kind of in the military or you're part of the emergency services and you want to have your number put on there, you can have that done, no problems at all. They will do that for you, and I think that's a great feature. Or if you're on YouTube and you want your YouTube name on there, it's pretty cool. There's the Fenix E12 logo boosting. This is very well made aluminium construction. The lens is fantastic. Waterproof, IPX8. One of the highest you can get. I think it is the highest you can get when it comes to the flashlight industry. Impact resistant, 1 meter. Should be able to drop this bad boy. We will test this tonight and see how we get on with it. Stand it up on the tail cap. Gives you a nice torch around the house. Kind of if you had a blackout in your property or your house with the winters and all that, the biggest problem that you find is a lot of people actually haven't got no lights, and the kind of Fenix E12 would be ideal. Like I say, it does boast a broad beam on there. It's got 3 brightness settings. It is so simple to use. There's nothing complicated. And in a real emergency, and I'm talking a real emergency, you know, your house is a flooding, things like that, things is going terribly wrong, you want a torch that is really simple to use. It's on, you click it on, you click it off again. A lot of people that will kind of generally carry these kind of torches or have these kind of torches, bearing in mind they use them for everyday stuff, and this torch is ideal for that. So that's about it. We're going to have to get out in the field and give this bad boy a go, and it's going to be a cold old night, so let's get some coats and jackets on and let's get out for a night hike. Let's see how we get on with this. Well guys, believe it or not, there's actually a track out in front of me. It is absolutely pitch black and freezing cold. Let's see what the little E12 can do. There's our first setting, 8 lumens. Try and let the camera catch up. The camera does struggle a little bit. There we go. 8 lumens, amp full of light. You can see it's just trying to light up the sides of the hedges at the moment. 8 lumens, plenty enough light for navigating at night if you really want to. Let's go up to the next setting, which is the mid setting, 50 lumens, and boom, you can see straight away 50 lumens, what a difference that makes up there. And you can see the track, the nice broad beam lighting up both sides of the hedges, which makes walking at night a hell of a lot easier. And bearing in mind 50 lumens, you get your 3.5 hours on one AA battery, which is amazing. Let's go up to the last setting, which is high, 130 lumens, and voila, it just powers its way up through the track. Absolutely amazing. I'm having so much fun with this little flashlight. It is ridiculous how bright it is, and you can see it just in screenshot there, powering its way up through the lane. If I try and get it on the camera a little bit, you can see absolutely amazing. Wow, 130 lumens does light the way, and a broad beam makes it an ideal outdoorsman's little EDC torch. Absolutely fantastic. There's just one more test that we've got to do on it, so let's get right to it. And remember what I did say at the beginning of this review. And remember what I said, guys, on the review. It is waterproof up to 2 meters. So if you accidentally drop it in the stream, it should still work. Let's try it. I don't want to put my hand in there. This is absolutely freezing cold water. Let's go up to the next setting and to the next setting. Wow, absolutely fantastic. Wow, that water is absolutely freezing, but you can see the little E12 made quite light work of that. Woo. And since that looks so cool, we'll do it again. It's actually under the water. It's absolutely freezing cold. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Fenix E12 flashlight. What an absolute amazing flashlight. I'll see you guys on the next one. And remember, don't drop your torch in the water. It is absolutely freezing cold. I'll see you all on the next one.